Welcome back to Bands and Beers, the podcast where we crack open a local brew and sit down with local musicians. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Kyle.
Kyle, it is so good to be back.
Oh, so good.
We have an amazing lineup today. We are hanging out with Melissa Cherie. She is a New Jersey-based indie pop and rock singer-songwriter. And we're trying the Porch Beer from a brewery called Arrowood Farms in the Hudson Valley that I had the pleasure of visiting a couple weeks ago. I'm really stoked. Are you stoked, Kyle?
I am super stoked.
I can see it on your face.
Melissa's a good friend. It'll be really great to chat, long form, have a good conversation. I'm excited.
We're going to learn a lot about Melissa.
A lot. We all are
know it all.
together.
I want to know it all.
There's going to be nothing left.
Nothing. We're going to get down to the details. Speaking of details, I need some details from you, Kyle. I need to know what's the latest in beer news.
The details on beer news. San Diego's Kilowatt Brewing just launched a pickle ale, which involves dumping a whole jar of pickles and brine into one of the brewery's lightest beers. With the launch and success of Donna's Pickle Beer in 2023, breweries like Kilowatt have been following suit. This beer, briny, sour, and mildly acidic, also makes for a great michelada.
Wow. That is a unique beer. Kyle, how do you feel about pickles? Are they your thing or no?
I don't love pickles. I only recently came around to being like, you know what? I won't say no pickles when I go to Burger King. You know, that was a huge step for me.
We're tolerating now.
I'm tolerating a pickle on a burger.
Pickle on a burger.
That's about the pickle on a burger. Anyway, that's
great, Kyle.
That's about the extent of my like for pickles. What about you? You're a big fan.
Yes, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan, but our writers made me say this, so I'm going to say it, even though I don't feel this extent of love for pickles. I love pickles so much, I literally want to sell my soul to the pickle gods. I cannot get enough pickles. My water bottle is full of pickle juice right now, and I bathe in pickle juice every day. I wish I could marry a pickle. Thank you to our unknown writer, who I will not say the name of right now.
Oh, that's
because
great.
they are now in the doghouse.
That's hilarious.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? That's all true. Why would you say that's not true?
It's not.
I don't like lying, Nikki.
Well, you know what, Kyle? It is my truth.
How about a little bit of an update? What's been going on with you?
Well, things have been good, Kyle. I have been just living my life, doing my thing. I actually just got to meet my new nephew, who was born about a month ago, which was super cool.
Congratulations.
And so, I swapped from holding a beer in my hand to holding a newborn. And it was a nice shift. So things have been really good. It's been really exciting. What about you? What's new?
Oh, not much. Been having fun. Going to lots of shows, late night shows, early shows.
Any raves?
Yeah, there was one. Probably since the last time I've been here. And went to a cidery, not quite beer, but yesterday I spent a few hours at a cidery, had a really nice time in the sun, enjoying the last moments of good weather before it gets chilly fall. We're still in warm fall, so just really enjoying the sun, the drinks, the community, the music.
Amazing. You gotta soak it up, Kyle. That's what I always say.
Heck yeah, soak up the sun.
Do it. Speaking of music and drinks and community, we have a really great review today coming from Arrowood Farms in Hudson Valley. They're a brewery that I went to a few weeks ago, and they have it all. They have live music, they have community nights, they have a really great ethos to their brewery that encompasses using the land. It's a farm, so they're using the land to create their brews. Their grain is directly from their farm. So I'm excited to share this one with you today. It was my favorite one that I tried when I was there. It's got a unique taste. Let's crack it open and I'll talk a little bit more about them. So we have today, it's called Porch Beer. It's their wild ale. One for you and one for me.
What makes it so wild?
Well, we're going to find out. So Arrowwood is a farm and a brewery hybrid with a simple but powerful motto. beer from the ground up. They grow hops, cultivate wild yeast straight from their fields, and they source all their ingredients locally from New York farms, which is pretty cool. But they're more than just brewery. They are a community hub. They host events. They serve farm-to-table food, which I experienced delicious food, really unique menu there. It's a place where they have really created a space where you can taste the land around you. That's what they believe in. That's what they're selling, and I'm buying. So today we're reviewing their Porch Beer. That's what's in the spotlight. So it's a farmhouse ale. A farmhouse ale is like a general term for a beer that is made with like a farm grain. So it can be a saison. It can be a whole different group of different unique beers. This is like a broader category of beer. And it's 100% New York grown, Cascade hops from their own fields, wild yeast from the farm, and a touch of maple syrup used for conditioning. So how fitting is that going into the fall season that we would have a little bit of a farm ale with maple syrup? That sounds pretty on the nose for the vibes right now. So, Kyle, can we do a little celebratory cheers? And we have actually something really special to celebrate because it is our 10th episode.
That's right.
Big 1-0.
Double digits, baby.
Double digits. So
Cheers.
a lot to celebrate here.
Maple. I taste it.
So, you want to give your review?
You know what's funny is this cidery I mentioned I was at yesterday, and this tastes so cidery. Unbelievable, honestly.
It's like vinegar. Like the first time I tried this, it's almost like kombucha vibes.
Yeah.
It's like vinegary.
Yeah.
It tastes kind of like a sour, even though it's not technically a sour.
Yeah, it's really not sour.
But
it has like it's got that vinegary. It's like a semi-sour almost. Like it's very, very refreshing. It tastes like like a fruit almost.
Yeah, it's
and that sweetness from that maple, I think that's what's balancing out the sour.
Yes.
You know?
It is. It kind of cuts through it. And
like I personally, if you're not a fan of sours, which I am not, this is perfect because it is not.
You heard it from the man himself who doesn't like sours. Another thing I really like about this brewery is the artwork on the cans. I'll put it up in the on our content if you can't see it here, but they have these really unique illustrations on every can, and they're different animals and different aspects of nature, and they're almost like storybooky. I would describe them as just these intricate, cool. Almost like storybook, kind of mystical vibe drawings.
Very detailed.
They're really beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and so that's a cool thing too. Is the art's cool, and when you go to the brewery, they have a massive land, so they have like picnic tables outside. It's really big. They have a place you can get food. They have fire pits, and you can mix and match all of their beers when you pick up from them. So that's nice because sometimes when you leave a brewery, you don't want to just get like one kind. Yeah. So you can make a 4-pack or whatever pack with any combination of the beers that they have, which is great.
And it's also nice that they have all that land that you can hang out on and not just be stuck in a tasting room all day. That's great. Yeah,
it's a beautiful place. I really highly recommend it. And I'll definitely be back there. So Arrowood Farm Brewery, really cool spot up near the Catskills. Good place to stop after a hike or if you're up in that area. So
yeah,
awesome.
Highly recommend. Very awesome. We're excited. Melissa Cherie is coming up next. We got a lot to talk about. We got some exciting stuff about her personal journey with health. We've got what's coming up for the band and much more. Stick around. We're going to down these. Cheers.
Cheers, bands and beers. Welcome back to Bands and Beers. We are here with the very famous Melissa Cherie and her band Ethan and Michael.
Hello.
Guys, we are so excited to have you today. First of all, because you are all incredible musicians, but also, bonus, we are also friends with you all, and you are cool people to hang out with. So welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
excited to be here.
Yes.
It is about time we have you on. We've known you guys a
Yeah.
long time. Been seeing you in the music scene. Been coordinating, playing together with our
I know,
our own
friends,
bands.
right?
So this is really great.
The Spit Melissa.
We wanna, if you guys just wanna introduce yourselves and what you do one at a time, real quick. Just let the viewers know who they're listening to.
You are currently listening to Melissa Cherie. I'm a very small girl from North Jersey who makes indie rock music. Ethan?
I'm Ethan Flynn. I drum in Melissa's band. I also have my own band, Jerry at the Beach.
They're very
with
good.
My friend Josh. So a lot of different stuff going on.
And I'm Michael Topping. I play bass in Melissa's band, and I'm also a more or less a working musician. So I play in all sorts of bands, all sorts of people. I was in a band with Nikki for a little bit, Blue
Hey.
Vervain.
Yeah, fun times.
It's
Yeah.
my hat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I have the Blue
yeah.
Vervain hat on.
Look at
No
that.
way.
It's taking
I didn't
a
even
beating.
realize it.
I almost
Yeah.
wore mine.
Oh, that's so cool.
Playing in a band with Michael is great because they are so fun to dance with on stage.
Yes.
Like, if you ever feel awkward on stage, you can count on Michael to be grooving and just look back. And that's a really important part of being a bass player too. Is really vibing and just making you feel so comfortable on stage. So thank you for always dancing with me when
Of
we're
course.
in Blue Vervain.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
best.
That's
The
definitely.
bass player's the vibe check. For
Yes,
sure.
Yes.
yeah, I was just gonna say that. That's kind of the role is to make sure everyone's having a good time and we're all chilling. And I definitely try to do that in
Oh, yeah.
Melissa's band as well. where-
Especially
Yeah,
drums
yeah,
and
yeah.
bass,
Yes.
locking up. That's
Yes.
so important.
Michael is a designated, get the crowd.
Michael and
Big
Dan.
claps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big claps. Big
We are missing Dan.
We are missing
Yes.
Daniel today.
You would just give him a.
We'd like to give a shout out to our dear friend Dan Teneo, who we love, and his band Camino Walker.
I feel like the tone of that is a little bit like he's sick or he's passed away. Or something.
He's just not with us today.
fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's no longer with us
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Yes.
May the record show that he's fine.
He's fine.
He's all right. He's all right.
Yeah.
We love playing with him. He is such a great addition to the band. It's really
Absolutely. Yeah.
So talented.
yes, tremendously.
Yeah.
And one of the most just enthusiastic people.
Yes.
Yes.
He just loves music.
He
You wanna
really
hear
does.
Something
Yeah.
crazy. He joined the band. He was filling in for us, and our old guitar player Matt, who we also love, had to drop 3 days before a show at Big and Tall, and I was like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? And so Dan was like, I know all your songs, and I was like, okay, great. I think we had one rehearsal with him,
Yeah.
and we were just like, all right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I was like,
Makes
this sounds
sense.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's always got his gear and his tone locked in.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just it's
He
incredible.
helps me a lot with
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I sound better because of Dan.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just click with another musician, and it seems like you all have that together. So take me back to when you first started playing together, and Melissa, take me back to when you first started, because you've been playing for a long time.
Yes,
I mean,
I knew you in the company kept.
yeah. So
Yeah.
when was that? 2014,
yes.
2015. So
Yeah.
I've been seeing you play in the scene for a really long time. How old were you when you first started playing out?
So I was 17. I was a senior in high school, and I started playing at the Blue Room, which is where I met
Sea
y'all.
Caucus.
Yeah, that's where I met you and Paul.
Yeah.
With my old band Telltale Heart.
Yeah,
And
I
my brother was in the band, and he was 14 in high school. And it was very cute. It was very cute, and I just started writing songs. And then when I got to college, I had discovered that there was a whole bunch of female artists that are just singer-songwriters and maybe have a band. For a while, I lived in this world of I have to have a band. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn guitar because I played piano. I started off on piano.
I remember. Yep.
Yeah, it's a much more portable instrument. So I learned, and then I was like, I'm just gonna write songs, and like whoever's around can just help me play them. And so I went through a few change ups. It was my brother was in the band. Richard DeFino was in my band. Sean Gonzalez was. I'm just shouting at everyone who's ever been in my band.
Please.
Liam Karekes,
The goat.
the goat, and then I met Michael, and I think our first conversation was about Steven Universe. I think.
I don't doubt that, but I remember it being about the episode of Adventure Time where they play a
Okay.
Mitski song.
Close enough. Yeah.
So up my alley.
Either one of those things is very possible. I know we were in a class together that I have no memory of Melissa
I
being in
remember,
that class
yeah.
of, and I'm so sorry about that. But
okay.
Melissa all the time is like, "Oh, remember this thing in the class?" And I was like, "I remember that." I don't remember who was in it.
There were so many. There was like 34
There was a
people
lot
in
of
the
people in that
class. It was a
class.
lot.
This was at William Patterson. Yeah, I know we had talked a few times. That's the conversation I remember.
Yeah.
We bonded both over Adventure Time and over Mitski. And then I think I don't remember when it was. I don't remember when I first played with you. I remember our first gig together, but I don't remember when.
Was it Brian's basement?
Yes.
It was.
This is a good story because this is the first DIY show that I ever played. The first DIY basement show that I ever played was with Melissa. We were doing an acoustic duo. It was her on acoustic guitar. It was me on upright bass. Which, if you've ever tried to fit an upright bass in a basement, it's tough.
It's a little tough.
I trying to fit the headstock in between the rafters.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
And it was a great, for me, first DIY basement show because A, it was on 420, and B, the cops got called.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got to experience the full DIY culture in one day. I got unloaded. Great. That was a fun day. And I got to meet. I also met our friend Selman.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's the first time I met him.
I think it was. And Michael had kind of only been in these more jazz spaces and music educational spaces. And so this was their first ever DIY show. And Michael was like the cops are here. Where am I?
I love it.
That's great.
And then the cops, lo and behold, they showed up, and all they did was they said, "Keep up the good work."
Really?
No
Sounds
way.
great.
No, he wasn't there.
They said
They dabbed him up. They brought beer.
Yeah, they were like, "This sounds great. I love this, man."
I did have a friend as a kid who was playing drums, and one of the neighbors called a noise complaint, and the cop
Yeah.
showed up at the house and was like, "Man, I used to play drums as a kid. That's sick. Keep going.
Nice.
Keep on keeping
love
on."
it.
That's how it should be.
Nice.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was probably 2019
I think
or
so. Yeah.
And then I think shortly after that we started playing more. I think we started playing a band with Rich on guitar
Yeah.
and
We had a rotating cast of drummers.
a few drummers.
Yeah.
Liam Karekes again
who we
played
love.
for us.
Yeah.
Great drummer.
Well, you know what really put a wrench in it? I think just COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
COVID really put a
Yeah,
wrench in us really
absolutely.
forming a group. But we, at some point, Ethan and I had met, and we were doing a show. It was me, Michael, Rich, and our friend Sean on drums. And then it was at Debonair Music Hall. And then I met Ethan and saw him play for our friend Kyle. And I knew that Ethan was in a band called Jerry at the Beach because at the time, Jerry at the Beach had started their Instagram account and just started following literally everyone.
Yeah, we just had to get followers. You know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, "You're from Jerry at the Beach."
Yeah, I mean, we would just post a lot because we were working on our first album.
Sure.
I'm like, "He's that hot guy from Jerry at the Beach."
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Romance. Hey, don't say we never did anything romantic on this podcast
Exactly.
today. All right, bringing the romance to the
Yeah,
listeners
yeah,
today.
Well, and I saw your band.
Yes.
That.
What did you think? What was your impression?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you guys were great. I thought you were very pretty.
Oh.
There you go.
You were unavailable at the time.
I was.
But I signed up for your email list because you had like a little merch table.
Wait, I have to tell them what your email was. The email he signed up was Jason Bob Phillips.
Was that
And
the one
was
that I
like,
signed up?
Who is this?
Damn.
Why were you Jason Bob Phillips?
I created that. Okay, so I created that in like high school, or honestly, probably even middle school, because that was just like whenever I made a username on any like forum or anything, it would be like Jason Bob something for whatever reason. I don't know why. And weirdly, one day, I didn't make this my profile picture, but I just logged on one day and my Gmail like profile picture was just Kanye. I think Google was just like, this kid only intakes Kanye content online, so we're just gonna make his profile picture that. Since, I have a legit Gmail.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your legit Gmail.
Yeah, no, it's my first step, and
Yeah.
To being
moving
an
up in the world
adult.
to being president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the track he's on right now. So.
Proud. Okay, so fast forward. So basically, so you're gigging with Michael. You meet Ethan. You fall in love with Ethan. You say, Ethan, I love you. Come be my drummer.
No, actually. So I had asked him to be in my band because he was good, and I was like, hell yeah, because I was like, we need a good drummer for our band. It's like the foundation, right?
Big
The
deal.
Yeah.
drummer
Gotta
can
go for the
change.
best.
You're only as good as your drummer.
You're only, yeah.
It's kind of true.
It can change, I think, everything. So I was like, all right, I gotta get. And also, like, I knew he was into indie music specifically, so I was like, he's a good match for our band. He's a good fit. And I asked him, and we do like 1 or 2 rehearsals, and then just bam, COVID, everything is shut down. Goodbye. We were gonna record literally like a live version of my first EP at Big and Tall in their upstairs unit, and that got shelved for like a year just because of like COVID lockdown. And then Ethan went back to South Jersey. And then shows started to pick back up again a little bit in like the fall of that year, and Jerry and Melissa started playing shows again, like acoustically. Like we played outside at the Grape Room in Philadelphia, which is no longer a
I
place.
remember that place.
Place is
Yeah.
awesome.
The place rocks.
Yeah.
Great venue, yeah.
Really great venue. Really a shame. R.I.P. They're like not a thing anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Dan.
Oh yeah. So Dan didn't join the band until what, 2023?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, recently. So during that whole period was when, so in Melissa, correct me if I'm wrong, but in previous, even before me, in previous bands and in previous iterations of your
Yeah.
own project, you were playing with Matt Jekyll
Yes.
on guitar.
Yes, actually.
And so in that period, did Ethan play with us while Rich was still in the band, or was that?
Briefly, but
Briefly.
never. We played one show
Yeah.
as that lineup at, I forget the place.
Oh, yeah, we played at this place in like Clifton.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we had a show booked. It was going to be like the debut Jerry and Melissa
Yes.
show, and then I was so excited about it, and then it was just like, I think it was like the date was like March 2020,
Okay.
so it was just
Yeah. That was
screwed,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
basically, a little bit of a pause.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Everything just like stopped for like a year. And he still has the poster for the debut show like at his house.
Yeah, at my parents' house. It's
Yeah, his
in
parents'
it's in
house.
my like childhood bedroom.
Nice.
Very cute.
It was a fun post.
Similar to this podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like 1 or 2 episodes, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
I had 2 episodes, and actually, like the last episode I did pre-Kyle, before we started doing this
PK.
together. PK. I had a band from. It was this band called Impossible Colors. They were from Nyack, and I remember like almost being like, I don't know if we should hang out. Because, like, I was, like, feeling weird, and I was, like, am I just anxious that I have this new thing that everyone's talking about? And I'm, like, it's psychosomatic. But we had that episode, and that was it. And then I had to stop filming. So Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, but now we're back.
We're back, baby.
so
Now we're back.
So back.
We're back. So speaking of being back, so you guys got back into it,
We did, yes.
and that's how you started to play with Dan.
Yes, and I think the band started to really pick up again, like in a real way, in like summer of 2021.
Yeah.
I think that's when
Okay.
shows were like officially.
Yeah, we
back.
played a lot of shows.
We did that entire summer. We played like kind of nonstop.
Pretty
It
much
was like every weekend.
twice a weekend, I would
Oh,
say.
wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, it was at a bunch of really random places.
Were people coming out a lot?
Depends.
It
Because
depends.
I had a bad habit. That was when I would book a lot of shows for Jerry at the beach, and I would put all this effort into making the lineup, making like posters. You know, I would hype it up so much. It would always be like us and Melissa,
Yes.
and
Melissa
then,
Cherie tour.
and then I would like not promote the show. You know,
I know, that's how it be.
I would just get so excited about like curating it, and then just being like, oh yeah, we probably should try to sell tickets, shouldn't we? Nah.
We played at a lot of DIY spaces though
We did.
too. Like we played at shout out to fucking Mom's house, bro. In
Hamilton, New
Hamilton, New
Jersey.
Jersey.
Hamilton, whoa.
Mom's house was amazing.
Oh yeah.
We
Those
loved
were-
Mom's
those were fun
house.
gigs. Have
Yeah.
you played there twice?
We like a few times.
I think we've been there a few times, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great venue. It was like it was a bunch of kids who either they ran or had parents that ran a art gallery or studio.
Yeah.
And they had next to that studio and like a small plot of land was like a really small house.
Rundown.
Yeah, like a few rooms, very almost shack like
Oh,
vibes.
yeah.
Punk House.
Punk
Yes.
house.
I don't think
not the
anyone
shack.
lived there.
I'm not
Possibly
sure.
though, but
I
they,
don't, yeah. There was a studio inside, and then they would have shows on the porch.
yeah, they had a
wow.
And,
huge
oh,
yard.
yeah, huge.
I remember
Yeah, it was
listening
great.
to other bands hanging out in a hammock
Yeah,
between
Yes.
two trees, and that was
it's a good
that
vibe.
was a great vibe. Yeah,
Yeah, have fun.
Those are the fucking days.
in a hammock is maybe one of the premier ways to listen to a local indie band.
I would say. So.
That's so true.
We got to see if there's a place we can put a hammock at our place.
Absolutely. we need a hammock.
It's
I
so
think.
good.
Also, the three of us live in the same house now.
Yes,
We're just a
Yeah,
band
we're
house.
Outta here.
See, that's like, you know, as a person playing in bands for many, many years, especially in my more younger formative years, that was the dream.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That was the dream. And in a lot of, I knew people who like would have like a house in college and like they would all just happen to play instruments and like get together and form a band. And I was like, oh, I wish that was me, you know, kind of thing.
I hear that.
That is the dream. So how is it living my dream?
Come over sometime. No. Okay. Well, so Michael and I moved out of my grandparents' house in Woodridge, where I was raised, and like, it was 2021, I think, right? Yeah, 2021. And I had like stayed over at Michael's house for like a week, and I was like, yeah, Michael and I can be roommates. And so I was like subletting a place, but I had to be out of there before the new year. And so I was like searching for houses, and with our friend Liz, and we're like, okay, 3 bedrooms, cheaper for everybody. And Michael signed a check, like a $2,400 check to a house that they had never been to. Like,
Yeah,
you took a leap of faith.
You did.
You trusted
yeah,
me.
I was at home visiting my parents in Colorado, and Melissa's like, "We found this place. Do you want it?" I was like,
All right.
Wow, that's trust.
It was big trust moment.
And it's a good place.
"Yeah, it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's
Yeah.
it's great location.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ridgefield
Ridgefield
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was Melissa and I and our friend Liz together for a while, and then after less than a year, I don't remember exactly how many months. It was maybe over 6, but
Yeah.
less than 12. She moved out with her boyfriend, and Ethan moved in.
And then here comes me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh yeah, we're in a band, we're all gonna live together. It was kind of just like, yeah, you know, just put everybody
worked out.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
it happened. It happened less of like, oh, let's try to live together because we're in a band, and more like, we're all friends and we're cool with each other, and of course Melissa and Ethan
Yeah.
are, and at the time were dating.
Yes.
So it was like, it was very, the fact that we were all in a band was bonus for
Yeah.
sure. It was not the
Yeah. It makes communications a lot easier because I'm not a good texter. So I could just be like, Michael.
Yeah. Are you free October 12th?
yeah, a lot of
That's
like
good.
Yeah.
hey, are we scheduled for this thing? It's just like me going downstairs and they're like watching a movie on the couch and me like, hey, do we have rehearsal this week?
Yeah.
But you're not jamming at home, or are you?
Every now and
really.
then, but not really.
We'll show each other ideas on the guitar that we're working on. Some like, oh, I had this idea for a song. Let me play it for you. I was.
I mean, even just that is huge. Just that, like, the fact that you could do that theoretically anytime. You know?
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
That opens up a lot of collaboration that otherwise you couldn't have had, because it's
Actually,
like,
yeah.
oh, we had to schedule this time and be at this place, and
Yeah.
I just had this idea while I was sitting on the couch. So come over here,
Yes.
check this out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's nice also to. It's nice to be in a house where I know that if I'm making noise, if I'm making music, everyone will be cool with it, within reason, obviously. Though I will say,
Yeah.
as far as roommates go, Melissa and Ethan are very relaxed,
We
which
are.
is nice.
Good.
Very
I would
chill.
expect that of you both.
The
Yeah.
goal.
But it's so lovely to like hear music, like just like be like, walking from my room to like the bathroom and hear someone strumming on guitar, and Ethan will often do songwriting or be playing piano, and you can hear that faintly coming from the other room and stuff.
Very, very quietly.
Yes.
Because I'm embarrassed.
No, and I say this, I hesitate to say this because I don't want the habits to change.
No.
It's lovely, but the room in which the electric piano is, that wall is adjacent to where the head of my bed is.
Oh.
So in the mornings sometimes, I'll wake up and I'll hear a faint like, and I think the first time it happened, I was like, what is that clicking?
Is there a bunch of mice?
Yeah.
A bunch of mice playing small pianos.
Playing Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is either in the next room, but it's like it's nice to be around people that are making music all the time. It's inspiring, and I like music, so it's nice to
don't.
hear it.
Dude, music sucks, man. I'm done with it. You know what? I'm out of here.
Anti-music.
That's so cool. So the songwriting, how would you describe your songwriting and the songs that you create?
Like what specifically?
What's
Well,
the vibe?
Where do you get your ideas
Oh,
from?
yeah, right.
Your Instagram bio says every song.
Every song is a little spell, yes.
So maybe talk
Okay,
about that. Where does that mean to you?
Every song is just like a little world of your own creation. It's just a little. It could be anything you want it to be. All of my songs kind of come from a place, like a very intuitive place. I feel like I kind of just like sit there with my instrument and listen for the words or listen for the melodies. So everything comes from a very, very purely intuitive place. More recently in my writing process, I've tried to, I basically rewrite a song over and over until it is what I want it to be, which is something that I think Phoebe Bridgers does. And, cause I feel like there's no such thing as bad ideas, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have so many ideas just like sitting in the notes, that just like haven't found their way yet. So all of these ideas, they're just like pure intuition, pure inspiration, and I'm just trying to like materialize them. Yeah, and they're all very special to me.
Yeah.
I try not to have any throwaway stuff. I'm very intentional, like about the material I write, the material whether it's going to be a song or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very ethereal and magical very often, but a lot of that comes from how it's produced,
Yeah.
and how I can hear it on the record. But you guys do still bring that on the stage. I've seen you guys play.
Yeah.
dozens
So
of times.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Where is it that like is that the goal for you to build this like very like sonic magical space with your sound, or do you think that just comes kind of unintentionally, naturally?
That's a good question. I think both. I think it is inherent, but then I think I do try to materialize it that way on purpose. Especially, it all kind of started with No Made Promises, which is like an older song. It's my first song at Big and Tall, actually. And yeah, I just had like this whole like everything felt so like just beautiful and special and magical. And yeah, I try to bring that element of whimsy into my music. You know, I write about some sad stuff sometimes, but I try not to have it be too heavy. You know.
You talked about Phoebe Bridgers a couple of seconds ago.
Yes.
I would love to hear more about all of your influences. If you want to just tell me a little bit about
Yes.
some of the influences that you might share, or some influences that might be very different from each other. Love to hear about that.
Let me think. Okay, so obviously, you know, I love like Phoebe, Soccer Mommy, Alex G. We're seeing Alex G actually. Yeah, love him. Always.
Yes.
A band I love. Also, just Mitski. I've been very inspired. I was like an early adopter of Mitski, and I was very inspired by the way that she crafts her songs. Some of the other stuff. I mean, you know, I grew up listening to a lot of like learning classical music. So I feel like the way I think of arrangements and melodies, like I like everything to be very melody driven. I definitely get that from Mitski. She has a lot of motifs in her music. I'm very inspired by John Frusciante, if you guys know who that is. So it's the guitar player from the Red Hot Chili Pepper.
Oh.
He has.
His solo stuff is so
Yeah.
good.
It's
And
really
I'm not
so
even like
good.
a Pepper's head.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
And it's very funny because people would be like, "Oh, so you like the Chili Peppers?" And I'm like, "Not exactly." But he's so good. His solo stuff is so good, and it's like exactly how I want to sound. I recommend Curtains by John Frusciante.
It's such a good album.
But otherwise, I listen to a lot of like right now. I'm listening to a lot of like Japanese music. Like there's this band called Lamp that I'm really enjoying. I don't know it's in Japanese, but just look up the band Lamp. And then Ichigo Aoba. Heard? No?
I think I
heard
know.
it.
Yeah.
You've heard? Okay, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like she probably blew up on TikTok or
Yeah.
something. She's great. Yeah, it's like very like lo-fi. I feel like I just like music to feel real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of the recording quality, Adrienne Lenker's album, what the hell is it called? The one that we love, Songs. It's called Songs.
I love Adrienne Lenker.
Yeah, she's
I love her.
Yeah.
Her music is so magical. Yeah.
Cool. What about you guys?
I mean, I feel like everybody says this, but I do kind of try to listen to everything.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely have my like the favorites, of course, but
What are those? Spill the beans.
well, I mean, everybody in my life knows how obsessed I am with Bob Dylan.
Sure. Yes.
Frame photo in our bedroom, by the way.
He's got a shirt of a young high school.
It's Bob Dylan's high school senior portrait,
Dude, no way.
Deep cut.
and this is a Lou Reed shirt, but with the Knicks logo.
Right. Did you watch the Dylan movie? I actually watched it on a flight recently on the way home from somewhere.
I did not like it.
Don't
Yeah.
talk to him about it.
I feel it's like too close. It's like
I agree with you.
it's like
I didn't
somebody
care for it
made. It's not for me. I feel like it's for, you know, the normies.
Normies.
for
I knew
lack
you were
of-
gonna
It's
say
for the
know?
plebs.
Like I'm a sicko about Bob Dylan. Like I'm like watching it. I'm like, that wasn't how that happened.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't right. You know.
Like that was slightly, yeah.
And it feels too. It's just like the average. Shout out to Chalamet. I like Chalamet.
Yeah.
Chalamet.
Elle Fanning, great actress. But like, it's just your standard fucking Hollywood musical biopic. Why can't they make them fucking different? You know. I feel like after Walk Hard, they should have realized like people figured out this. They know what we're doing. Let's change it up, and they're doing the fucking one about Springsteen. Probably gonna be dog shit.
It feels a little bit like every superhero, every Spider-Man movie being like
Yeah.
Spider-Man origin, and you're like, we get it.
We know.
Spider.
We know Uncle Ben gets his ass shot.
Yeah, let's see what he's up to at like 35 or something.
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
different.
Let's do like a midlife Bob Dylan or like.
Well, yeah, the best Bob Dylan movie would be Bob Dylan in 1989 making "Oh Mercy." That would be the best Bob Dylan
Actually,
movie.
yes. I feel like the time that everyone talks about is like the one that's in the movie, but the really interesting stuff is when he like gets into a motorcycle accident, which may or may not have been not real.
I don't think it's real.
Because he was just like, I'm tired of you guys.
People were showing up at his house, like asking him, like, "How do we fix the world?" And he was like, "I need to get away from you people."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like
What
when he
question is
has
that?
kids and like the divorce from Sarah
Sarah
Lowens, he wrote a song about his wife, saying, well, basically pleading with her not to end the marriage. And in the recording, he's singing it directly to her, and like, my God, my heart. But yeah, that's the interesting Bob Dylan era.
Yeah, that hits. Bob wrote with a lot of honesty. And I think that's something that
Yes.
in your music, you all capture a lot.
Thank you.
So I want to make sure that we put a bookmark on that and come back to it after I hear more about who Michael's into.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, one of the interesting things I think about this band, and probably most bands, but I definitely notice it with these guys, is that there's definitely a core set of music that we all love and listen to, as well as our own influences that we bring to it. Melissa mentioned Always, which is definitely a big one for me. I love, especially Blue Rev, the most recent
Oh my
album.
God, so
Very good.
Yeah, and there's a few albums that was like, I know there's got to be some stuff that like one of us turned the other on to, but I feel like, no, that's one of the albums that you guys introduced me to, I think, because you were talking. Melissa definitely showed me Always. I remember her showing me
Yes.
the first album, one drive we were doing together or something, going somewhere. Always, Phoebe Bridgers, who I don't think I got you into Phoebe Bridgers, but I think I remember telling you about her before you like dived into her.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had heard of her before then, though. What's some other stuff that I like?
Adrian Lanker and Big
Yes.
Thief. Yeah.
Yes, I love Big Thief. Love Big Thief
Yeah,
a lot.
Big Thief.
Big Thief.
That's one of those bands that, for me, so, going back to talking about songwriting and how that stuff comes up and where that comes from, sometimes Melissa will have sort of a fully fleshed idea with, like, exactly what she wants the drums to be, what she wants the guitar lines to be, what she wants the bass part to be, but then other times it'll just be like she'll send us a demo and we'll come up with something. And one of the things I love about being in this band is that we do get a lot of freedom to kind of bring what we want to the table. And definitely a big influence, or let me backtrack that. What I think about as far as songwriting, especially being a rhythm section musician, is I'm thinking about how do I get this idea from, singing with an acoustic guitar into my notes app to like full band. What should the bass line be doing? Not just the notes, but like what should the tone be? Is this something a little more aggressive? How do I get that? Which I think is something that Dan and Ethan seem to be thinking about as well, especially Dan with, he's very focused on pedals and tones and that sort of thing. Sorry. So Big Thief for me is one of those bands that I love how they sound as a unit, and I love the tones that they get on guitars, and just how they sound recorded. So that for me is big as a reference point for something that when I think of, fleshing out a singer-songwriter project, that's definitely something that I have in my ear. Always is another one like that, especially. Dan again very sweetly made for Melissa a pedal board.
He did. He made my pedal board.
What a guy.
Because he knows I'm no good. I'm not good with any of the tech stuff. I'm just not. Like, whatever. Everyone has their their area of expertise. So he knows I'm always asking him like, "Dad, make me sound good. Help me." So he surprised me. He made a pedal board out of like if you go into a church, it's like the thing that's attached to the pew that they put the books in.
Yes.
Yeah, he made it out of that.
Wow.
Yeah,
good guy.
and it's like maybe this big. It's very simple, very straightforward.
Sure.
I also want to add Michael. Michael has written some like really big important things. Like Michael has written a solo at the end of Northern Skies.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it was not the solo at the end, but there's like an interlude part.
Oh, you wrote that one.
I wrote the
Oh,
interlude part. You came up with I had taken still one of the. I will never recapture this magic. This is back to when Melissa wrote that song,
Yeah.
which was still maybe bit pandemic-ish and stuff, and I was trying to learn guitar, and I remember she sent it to me and was like, "Oh, I'll try to like." I was borrowing an electric guitar from someone, and I was like, "Oh, let me try to learn it." And I was like playing along with it, just like practicing, and I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of hearing like a melody," so I wrote that, and then I decided to record a demo of like, here's what a guitar part could be, and it had that mid part, which is in the final take, which is I'm always very happy to have that. It feels so cool to have like a small idea of mine actualized, and it tickles me every time that we play it live.
Me too.
But I also in that demo I recorded I like made a guitar solo at the end, and it's not in any final cuts because we eventually had guitarists do their own thing on it, and they sound great.
Yeah.
But I'm like that demo is like I'm so proud of it. I made like a great guitar solo. I'm like, this is so cool.
And you know what I was doing while I was writing Northern Skies? This is like the weirdest possible thing to be doing is I started writing the lyrics and the melody to Northern Skies while I was stripping a nightstand of paint. I was in my backyard and I was just like pouring spirits on it, and I was just like scraping the paint off of it because I wanted to just strip it and then have it be natural because it was like painted with white. Nice. And for whatever reason, I just like started thinking, "Slide you in the water." Nice. And then I just wrote it all down. I was like, all right, yeah, I gotta run with that.
Yeah, sometimes like the most creative ideas come to us in mundane moments.
Yeah. I feel like it comes when you're in it was like a meditative state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like very just mundane, repetitive.
I get that when I'm like doing the dishes.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yes.
So cool.
No, you're talking a lot about the sound, and that's all cool. But there's also a magical element in your aesthetic.
Oh,
in like the music videos and like
yeah.
the visuals that you guys present.
Oh,
Talk a little bit about that, like why you chose to go that way, and like what it means for you and what you're going for.
So I guess I have two music videos, and they're both very different, but also both that in different ways.
They're also so good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So good. That's how I found out about Big and Tall. Actually, was through watching E010 music video.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, this slaps.
Yeah, oh, thank you so much.
So, but go ahead.
Here's my hot take on music videos. My hot take is that I hate music videos. So I was like, I want to make a good music video. I want to make good music videos that like are their own piece of art. Because I feel like sometimes a music video is too much of like stroking the artist's ego. It's just too much of like a vanity. It's too much of like crisp camera angles from every direction of just like one person doing something. And I just didn't want any of that. I was like, I need to hire a film bro to do my music videos, right? So the Baby Blue music video was filmed by our friend Joseph Martinez, who goes by Ooga Booga.
Awesome.
He's awesome. We love him, and he filmed and edited the music video, and I was very inspired by like Twin Peaks. Have you guys seen?
Oh, nice. Yeah. I could totally see that.
Our friend Kyle Villarreal, shout out Kyle. We had him like act almost like are you familiar with like Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted like a Bob-esque character, and like we had him like crawl over a coffee table and like just like drool and like look like an absolute maniac, and he crushed it and did such a great job. And my friend Uga like directed it, and he hadn't even seen Twin Peaks yet. He actually called me a few months ago. He's like, I get it now. He's like, I know what you were going for. Yeah, I don't know. It almost like and he made it look all kind of filmy and stuff. And the thing is, he did not charge me any money.
Oh,
And
so nice.
he did it completely as a passion project. And so I promised him that when I came into some money, I would send him some. So I think it was a few months ago, I randomly, without any warning, just Venmo'd him like $200. I was like,
nice.
thank you
Full
so
circle.
much. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it was so fun to make. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing like working with people who aren't in it for the money. You know, they just want to create something.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just raw passion.
Exactly.
And talent, and
Yeah.
it's so special.
And
cool.
and sometimes it's hard to materialize these things because I'm gonna be honest with you, people. I think a lot of people when they first meet me, if they're not familiar with my music or anything, like they assume that I want things to be so much more squeaky clean and polished than I actually want them to be. You know, I'm very into like just capturing a raw emotion, just like lo-fi, just like the magic of the moment that's like unduplicatable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hits. That's awesome.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
So Melissa, I've noticed online you've been sharing more about some of your more personal journeys,
Yes.
specifically about health, and it's some heavy stuff to be sharing, and I'm so proud of you and the way
Thank you
that you've
so
been so
much.
vulnerable and honest. You do this in your music and you do this in your personal life. So I just wanted to give you the opportunity to shed some light on some of that while we're here, talk about some of that stuff. Use this as a platform as well, you know?
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. So yes, as you can see, I'm wearing a Freestyle Libre because I have diabetes, and I was sick kind of like for almost like 10 years. I knew there was not something was wrong. You know, I would just experience stuff like just chronic headaches, chronic migraines, but also I felt constantly like I was gonna pass out before eating. Before every single meal, I felt like I was gonna pass out. And then once I would eat, sometimes if I ate like too much sugar, I noticed I'm like, okay, I feel gross in like a different way. And I went through so many just dismissals. You know, I went to doctor after doctor after doctor, and they were all just like, no, you're fine. You don't have, there's nothing wrong with you.
It's stress.
It's it's stress. You're just a woman.
Yeah, the
and it's like
worst.
I do be just a woman, but and really what the big red flag was for me was about 2 years ago it started to really impact me negatively in such a way that like I wear like a fitness watch. I was walking down the street and all of a sudden my heart rate was like 170, which is like extremely fast. And I was like, why am I struggling to walk down the street? Like, I knew in my head that it wasn't normal to feel like you're going to pass out going up the stairs. I knew that that wasn't normal. And everyone's just like, are you sure you're not just having a panic attack? I'm like, no, I feel I'm physically struggling. My cardiovascular health really started to suffer. And then also my period completely disappeared. So, you know, we're not in 5th grade. We could talk about periods.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Have to find out.
So
Period.
I did not get my period for 6 months.
Wow.
And I knew it wasn't. And I gained like 50 pounds over the span of 2 years. So I was like something really bad is like brewing inside of me. And I would just like have these moments where I wake up in the middle of the night, my heart is pounding, and like I knew that there was something very wrong with me, and I thought to myself, like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but one day it's going to take me out. It might not be now, but I feel like this is definitely shaving years off of my life because I feel like I'm a 40-year-old woman, like, especially with like the cardiovascular stuff. And so, sorry, give me a second to think. Where was I going with this?
Yeah, no problem.
Well, you finally got a diagnosis.
Yeah,
I did.
You finally find a doctor that was willing to take
Right.
you seriously.
So honestly, I hate to say this, it's because I went to a woman.
Yeah.
But like before going to this woman, I had a doctor literally tell me to my face that I was pathetic. Literally verbatim that I was pathetic and that I'm not exercising enough. And, Ethan can attest that, like, I would walk with him at a normal, and I would just be struggling and struggling and struggling. And I finally went to an endocrinologist who is a woman. She specializes in PCOS, which I also have. A lot of women with PCOS also develop diabetes. There is a link between insulin and estrogen. They interact with each other. So sometimes when one is off, the other can become off. So she was like, I think you have full-blown diabetes, girly. And I was like, no, I would feel worse. And she's like, no, I think you have it. And I did the sugar test. So 6 a.m., I go there. I drink like basically a whole bottle of Sprite just the first thing in the morning, and they test your blood sugar. My blood sugar was dangerously high for 2 hours. And my doctor was like, yeah, you have diabetes. But once I cried the entire day. And I cried not because I was sad. I was a little bit sad. I saw Ethan eating cheese puffs. I started crying because I was like, I want them and I can't. But I was crying because I was like, I feel seen finally. And my health improved a lot after taking metformin. My immune system is healthier. I also used to get sick every 2 months. Yeah. I had to cancel a lot of shows between like 2022 and 2024 because I would get sick so often. So taking metformin has really changed my life. Getting treatment for it has changed my life, and I have more energy. I get less headaches. My cardiovascular health has improved so much. Yeah.
You can be more active without it like taking a toll on you.
Yes. My period has returned to me.
Sorry, but congratulations and sorry at the
Blessing
same time.
and curse.
I always joke around. I'm like the only woman you'll ever meet who's like, yes, my period's here. Because that means that, because I had to get my period induced, which was not fun.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's ever happened to you.
No.
Oh, that
No,
sucks.
thank God, because I know I hear so many women with like crazy horror stories, and thankfully I've always been solid.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of thing too where if you have a problem, no one knows what to tell you because there's not really a lot of research in women's health.
Yes.
And so it's a combination of not a lot of research,
Yes.
plus what you experienced where
Girl.
you're not really being taken seriously. And
Yes.
the compound effects of both of those things
Right.
creates a situation where you just feel horrible and there's nothing that
Yes.
you can do. So
That's
how
exactly
did it feel
it.
like to finally have like relief in getting that diagnosis? I'm sure it's like bittersweet, right? Because
Yes.
yeah, tell more about that moment if you can.
So it was literally like the day I took the test. That's when I got the diagnosis and confirmation. And I felt, like I said, I felt so seen, and I'm so grateful to my doctor. I was also obviously pissed. I was like, why did this take me 10 years?
10 years.
It did, because when this first started happening, I went to a doctor, a man, and they had found that I was overproducing insulin. And I was like, oh, well, if I'm aren't I going to get diabetes one day? And he was like, nah. But you know what, Nikki, it is exactly what you say. It is a combination of, so did you know, here's a fun fact, that when they do studies in the lab, they don't even test female cells. That all of their tests on cells are done to male cells.
Crazy.
Like, it goes that deep into health and big pharma just being so male centric. And
Our scientist is nodding his head. He's confirmed.
yeah, it's true that they don't even,
That's
they don't test
all
even
Grady's
female
fault.
cells. It's a combination.
What are you doing over there?
yeah.
The man behind it all.
No, don't worry. He's not a scientist.
Yeah.
He's just a chemist.
Kidnapping people and bringing them into the lab.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
cells now.
Yes. And like, it's a combination of lack of data, lack of research on women's health. Also because none of these problems they're not like life threatening, but they're quality of life
Right,
threatening.
that's super important.
It's that, but also it's just absolutely blatantly 1,000%. You will tell a doctor your experience, and he will just think to himself, I guarantee it. Well, it's not actually as bad as she's saying it is. She's hormonal, she's emotional, she's this, that, and the third. Like, the doctor that called me pathetic, I'm telling him I'm literally struggling to go up and down the stairs. Clearly he didn't give a shit. Like, he clearly thought that I was overplaying my experience to just sit there and do nothing about it,
Insane.
It sucks.
Terrible. Well,
Do better.
Yeah, do better. And thank you for sharing your story. I feel like that's so important for people to hear, especially if they're struggling, that even though you shouldn't have to work so hard to pursue receiving the truth about what's going on with you medically,
Yes.
it is important to advocate for yourself so that you can live a life that
Right.
is not filled with pain and
Right,
mystery.
right.
So I really appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah.
And the other thing too I would say is I would imagine that a lot of areas that are outside New York City, they're like more affected by this too, because we at least have, I think, a little bit more options in terms of medical care when we're in metropolitan area like New Jersey.
Yeah.
So that's something that I always think about too, is like people who live across the U.S. in different areas.
Yes.
How hard it must be for them. They don't have a like 5th or 6th doctor to go to in their area.
Right.
So
And it's only going to get worse,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
I mean, something else that also happened during this time was a cyst on my ovary like ruptured, and I had to go to the hospital.
No.
And honestly, it was like the hospital visit that I think, like a lot of, because they did so much blood work, like things did come up as abnormal, and I was able to like show that to my new endocrinologist. But me and Nikki were talking about this earlier about how I'm writing a book and about being chronically ill. And basically what it is that it's a book exactly what you said about learning to advocate for yourself, how to advocate for yourself, and just like guiding principles to getting a diagnosis. Because unfortunately, one of them is that sometimes you will not get closer to the diagnosis until something really bad happens, until you wind up in that hospital and they're able to do the necessary. It's really unfortunate that sometimes it does have to be an extreme situation, but it does happen to a lot of people where you go to the hospital for something and then you find, oh crap, well, my electrolytes are all fucked up, like this, that, and the third, you know. And there's a lot of grief. Like, there's a lot of grief in being chronically ill over the things that you miss, the things that you're not able to participate in. Going on a vacation would be very stressful for me because I'm like, I gotta have all my snacks. I don't want to pass out. I gotta have my Gatorade. I don't want to walk. You know, we have to get good parking, so I don't have to walk so much.
Yeah, so
Right?
Well, it's better now.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah.
But it used to be like, these vacations used to be stressful for me because I'm like, oh God, how am I going to take care of my health when I'm not at home, you know?
And you want to, like, you know, let loose on a vacation
Yeah.
and, like, eat a little unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that has consequences for me.
Right.
Less consequences. So now that I'm on metformin, I can, you know, I can eat something that's sugary and have it affect me less. But yeah, no, it would have the consequences for that would be pretty bad.
You can eat a caramel cookie, brownie batter, blizzard at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I love Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Fucking
I love
Dairy
Dairy
Queen
Queen.
rules.
the Dairy Queen in Rutherford.
Yeah.
I used to go there like all the time.
We go to the one in Teaneck because it's like
Yeah.
5 minutes down the road
Teaneck.
from us.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Melissa, for kind of laughing at me because I just spiraled over Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Hell
much
yeah.
for sharing that.
No, thank you.
I
Yeah.
really appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you
Yeah.
for asking about it.
And
Appreciate it.
that book sounds like an incredible resource.
Thank you.
Just like really, really good
Yeah.
work to be putting that in that work.
Because like
and-
people don't know like what happens if my doctor tells me to go fuck myself.
Yeah.
Here's what you should do instead.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Connecting it back to music too. Also, I
Yeah.
don't know if you want me to out this or not,
Sure.
but Melissa also was working on a song
I
about that
am.
experience.
Yes.
Oh.
Brand new material. It's called I Got Better. And
cool.
it's just basically about like when you're sick, there are so many people that just like, you know, it's about people just discounting you, and then finally when you get better, it's like, well, I didn't get better from you discount. That didn't help me.
Yeah.
You know, and so now I'm just going to live my life and you're not going to be a part of it, you know. If you weren't with me, you know, during this difficult time, you know, you're not going to see me at my new glow up era.
If you weren't with me at my lowest, you can't see me at my
Peter.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. It's just such an important principle is giving people grace when they're in a hard point in their life because it could be you next. And so I think it's an important thing
Yeah.
to remember and a really, really cool thing to write a song
Oh,
about.
thank you.
Melissa, as usual, always pumping out the cool
Always.
songs.
Thank you.
Cool song after cool song.
Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate
man.
that.
Yeah.
and if I can, connecting that to another thing we talked about, which is about living with your bandmates.
Yeah.
Is I have now a lovely memory of being outside on the porch at like 1:30 a.m.
Yes.
Stoned. And Melissa and Ethan come outside, and Melissa's holding her guitar, and she's like, "I want to show you this song," and I'm like, "The neighbors, like, don't be so loud." I'm like, okay, pretend you're a mouse playing.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
I
The
said,
prompt was pretend you're a mouse.
I said, pretend there's a mouse sleeping right here. Don't wake the mouse. but I want to hear the song, and so it was a.
And I was just
it
like,
was a-
"Bling."
let me tell you, if you like getting stoned and listening to music, if you have a friend to play guitar for you on your porch in the middle of the night, that's a pretty good experience.
Like a mouse.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I got to experience what it's like to be a mouse serenaded with a guitar.
Oh.
That's amazing.
It was great.
All you
And
need
it's
is
a
a
great song.
hammock on the porch.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Unstoppable.
That's great. Yeah, so I want to shift over into something a little different. We have a habit of talking about how much we love New Jersey on this podcast, and so I think it's just we need to do it again.
We
You
do.
know, we
Yes.
gotta just keep doing it because it's so fun. So I want to talk to you all about your favorite things about New Jersey and get you going in your Jersey love a little bit. And I think we'll kick it off with Melissa. You grew up in New Jersey. Where did you grow up? Bergen County?
Yes, I grew up in Woodridge, actually. I grew up like almost directly across the street from Big and Tall.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your favorite things about off the dome?
Off the
What are
dome.
your favorite things about New Jersey?
I think New Jersey is the best place in the world.
It
is. In my opinion, I think it's like the superior place. Because there's everything. We have the beach, we have the forest, we have suburbs, we have urban, we have rural, we have farms, we have Amish people, we have pizza bagels. You know.
With Amish
We-
pizza bagel.
Yeah. We have everything. And there's like I thrive on variety, I think. Yeah.
You never get bored in New Jersey.
Traffic sucks, but
Traffic fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck, especially in Bergen County.
Small price to pay.
yeah.
As well as the huge price to pay to live here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One good thing about the traffic, though, is that if you're running late to somewhere and you say, "I'm so sorry, the traffic was so bad today,"
Yeah, it's always believable.
everyone
It's
you're talking
always-
with goes,
I
"I'm with
know.
you."
Like I know.
You got it.
You're fine. I get
It was rough today. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you can always leave late and pretend it's traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about the New Jersey excuse. Right?
Just another point for Jersey. Even when it sucks, it's good.
In the bag.
Very true. So Melissa's Bergen County girl, Ethan.
I grew up in South Jersey in Burlington County,
Oh,
which is
not
like
explored that.
the Pine Barrens.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the part of Jersey where it's not like that. Way less people. If you want to go anywhere, it's like a 20-minute drive, and it's an easy 20-minute drive. But the price to pay to be there is that there's less stuff, you
Yeah.
know, unless you like just like standing in a circle in the woods with your friends. There's
Well,
really nothing else to do.
That sounds like a little bit of like a lore there. Why are you standing in a circle? Are you doing some Jersey Devil shit?
We
the
never
Ong's hat.
we never looked for the Jersey Devil, but me and a couple friends tried to find this like old abandoned town called Ong's Hat.
Never heard of this.
It's I think the legend is like this guy named Ong like threw his hat on like a signpost, and then they just called it Ong's Hat. I don't know if any of that's true, but apparently if you find the town wherever it is, it's a portal to another dimension. And we were just like driving around. We were very high, and it was like 4 a.m, and we were like doing a bunch of other stuff, but then we finally we were like, let's go find Ong's Hat. And then we got to like where the location we thought it might be, and we were gonna get out of the car and walk. Before we even got out of the car, immediately we were like, I'm scared. Let's go home. But the twist is, what if this is the other dimension
Yes.
that I'm in right
Yeah.
now?
Whoa.
I love that.
That's a massive twist.
You never know.
I love it. Love some South Jersey lore.
Joyzy.
Yeah.
Jersey.
But I do prefer it up here very
You like it
much.
up here?
Yeah, like ever since I went to Willie P, like I just, you know, there's a lot more to do. Yeah, the traffic sucks, but like great food. It's very diverse,
Heard.
like everything's different from each other. Like South Jersey is very much just like flat roads,
Yeah.
a plain,
Farms.
farms, only white people.
Yeah. That's kind of how
No good
Northwest
Korean
Jersey
food.
is too.
Yeah.
Like where I grew up in like the northwest corner of Morris County, and it's kind of the same thing you just described, but replace farms with woods.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, same vibe.
Kinnelon, right?
Yeah, Kinnelon.
Shout out Kinnelon.
K-Town. Yeah, I haven't really talked about Kinnelon on the podcast before, but it's kind of like this like mystical town. It's like got a bunch of lakes, and like there's just all these different lake communities, and you, depending on where you live in the town, you belong to a certain lake.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
yeah, it's pretty cool. They have like yeah, it's so mystical. They have different the street names in Kinnelon are like kind of like you're in Candyland. It's like Sugar Hill Road and like stuff like that. So it's
Candyland.
It's an interesting place. For
Yeah, you got to make a left on striped fudge cookie road.
yeah, basically.
True.
Go down Candy Cane Lane.
Talk about being in a bubble. But so okay, we have Bergen County, we have South Jersey, and now we have a real hard right turn for you here. Michael, tell us the scoop on you.
Yeah, so I
Left turn.
technically yes. I'm born and raised in Boulder, Colorado, which is very much not New Jersey. It is Boulder is kind of what if the suburbs were a city. So it's a bit like, imagine like Montclair, but bigger. It's I'm from South Boulder specifically, which I always thought was so funny because there's in pop culture there's a lot of like being from the south side of somewhere is often like the bad side. There's like, south. There's like a stereotype of like the south side of the Chicago as being like
Crime,
rough
yeah.
and all that stuff, and the South Boulder is like, I grew up looking at the Flatirons, the mountains, which are like some people's backyards are just the mountains.
Sounds sick. Sounds like a dream.
Beautiful, yeah, a very cool place to get to grow up. But also, there's something known as the Boulder Bubble, which is kind of something that Nikki was alluding to with where she grew up. But like, it's very both the politics, the culture, the people that are there. It's very self-contained in a lot of ways. And you don't often get a lot of, there's not a ton of diversity. There's definitely some, but not a great amount.
Compared to New Jersey.
Yeah. So one of the reasons that I wanted to leave. So since I was about in middle school or so, I was getting into music and jazz specifically, which the Denver, which is maybe almost feels about the same difference, Boulder to Denver as, this area of New Jersey is to New York, where about 45-minute drive or so, less traffic, less tolls, which is nice. But Denver has a very strong music scene. And surprisingly has a very strong jazz scene as well, and has a few universities out there with good jazz programs. And so I knew from an early age that I wanted to be playing music, and that I wanted to, especially was interested in jazz, and had William Patterson was recommended to me by a few teachers. And so I think part of my decision, it was between coming out here to William Patterson or to stay in Colorado and go to the University of Colorado in Boulder. And I think I was like, well, let's just have an adventure. Let's go do something different, experience new culture, all that sort of stuff. And it was a big culture shock. It's, for one, there's so many different people out here. This is such an incredibly densely populated area. For two, there's no composting in the schools and stuff. That was kind of That was honestly one of the biggest ones. Was like
Yeah.
Boulder. There is such a focus on, like recycling and composting and environmentalism, in that sense. Which, not to say there isn't out here, but I think just because there is so many people, and it's so. Boulder, I think, is also a lot younger, as far as a city goes. So that was one of the culture talks for me out here, was going to William Patterson, looking in the recycling bin and being like, those things can't be recycled.
Now here
Do
we're
better.
like, who gives a shit where I fucking throw my shit?
One of the funny things that I always think about, especially with me being out here, is two things. One, both my parents are from the New York area. My dad's from Long Island and my mom's from Brooklyn. So we would come out here and visit old friends and family and such in the area. So New York City especially has always felt familiar to me. And then also I think I mentioned this when I was on the during the Big and Tall Fest, when I was we did our short little interview, is that when I was about 3 or 4 years old, I was introduced to the music of Bruce Springsteen and fell in love. Yeah. So there was something, there was something very like that being like one of the first like real, aside from like Raffi, who did the Banana Song and Baby Beluga and that sort of stuff. So the first like adult music that I loved was Bruce Springsteen. So there is something, I think, very Destiny adjacent to, like, I'm in the state.
He was
I'm in
calling
the,
you.
I'm in the Bruce Springsteen state.
Come
I'm
home,
in the,
Michael.
So it's like exactly, yeah.
Come on, Michael.
There's moments where it'll be like Bruce Springsteen will be like on the radio, and I feel like people will be like, oh, cliche, drawn out. I'm like, I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is where I belong.
Hell yeah.
You might be a bigger Bruce fan than me.
Yeah. I love it. So, and there's one of the things that I love about being in New Jersey is the culture. Especially the New Jersey, New York area. There's so much music. There's, not only can you go into New York City and see some of the greatest art in the world, there's also just being in the New Jersey indie scene. I'm always so blown away by like how good the bands are out here, and there's so many people that like have like so many just like random bands that you'll like going to see your friends, and the band that's playing before them is like becomes one of your favorites or something.
I want to say something to that point, because we were all at Big and Tall Fest. An event like that, to Michael's point about just like how there's all this incredible music just everywhere in New Jersey, is I feel like the North Jersey scene specifically, like the community is so strong. It has so much potential. Like Big and Tall Fest, I think, was truly something really, really special. Like, it really made me realize, like, I don't give a shit about record labels. Like, I don't give a shit about commercial. Like, you just need community. That's kind of all you need,
Super true.
That music
That's it.
does exist outside of the realm of,
Yeah.
the
You
big
heard it
deal.
here, guys. You heard it here.
You fucking heard it here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm assuming if anyone's listening, the people listening to this podcast probably already know
Right. Yeah.
to support your local music
Yeah.
scene, but
But do it anyway.
go support your local music scene.
So
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
And, like,
advocate for it.
Invest in relationships with local artists. Like, you will never be able to talk to Taylor Swift.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Like-
facts. Yeah, it's true.
I will.
You will.
I've heard the secret messages in her music, and I know she's communicating with me.
But you can talk to me. You can talk to Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
So some of my favorite moments from gigs are people that just like were there, like
Yeah.
stumbled upon
Yeah.
the gig, or we're in. Sometimes we'll play at a place with a bar, and they'll have been there for another reason, and wander into the back room with the music, and are like, oh, we had such a good time. We loved it. It was it was so cool to like get to sounded great. Even when from the Big and Tall Fest, one of the soundmen was like that was we enjoyed that music so much. It was so cool to hear
Yeah.
and sort of thing.
Yeah.
And that's just connecting with like people.
The amount of like acquaintance one night stands I've had with like
Yeah.
because I smoke, so like having a cigarette outside of
Gotcha.
a venue,
Sure.
and there will be
Yeah.
another guy out there having a cigarette, and then like 15-minute great conversation about like the kinds of music we like and life. Never see them.
Never
in my
see
life
them again.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
a beautiful moment.
It's a good moment. It's a good moment, and we're about to have
Yeah.
another good moment right now because
Whoa.
we are about to thrust you guys into the hot seat of the lightning
Holy
round.
shit.
Let's go.
How are you feeling about
Oh,
this?
can I also shout out for New Jersey pizza and bagels, not necessarily combined, but
Yes.
love it.
Teaneck Road Hot Bagels, 974 Teaneck Road.
That is a good bagel.
Amazing
Yes.
fucking
Okay.
bagel.
One of
I delivered it.
address.
It's on one of my routes that I do. so.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one of my favorite things in college about New Jersey was like, being a little hungover, getting a Taylor egg ham and cheese and a black coffee for like $6. Let's go.
That's that's
Great.
it, man. That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Anyway,
yeah.
sorry, go for
It's
it.
important.
That's the culture, you know?
It's the culture.
It's the culture.
The culture. All right, well, we're gonna get into some culture now.
All right.
So this is our lightning round.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. You answer as many questions as you can. I don't even really think that we ever read these beforehand because we want them to just be weird and shocking. So there might be weird ones, there might be normal ones. We're gonna take turns going one by one, directing them at each of you.
Okay.
Do as many as you can. Keep it brief.
Yes.
The goal is to get it as many as you can.
Got
All
you.
right?
All right.
Let's cue up this timer here for my friend Kyle Cook, who's going to take you through this crazy experience. Ready? 3,
All right.
2, 1, go.
In lieu of hands, would you rather have wings, tentacles, or paws?
Let's do tentacles.
Whoa.
If your band was a shoe, what shoe would it be?
Running sneaker. I don't know. I really don't know.
Favorite conspiracy theory?
They're all true.
What did you say?
I said they're all true.
Sure. I don't even know any. I'm like so off that. I might have to come back to that one. I don't know.
Michael's so
fine.
unproblematic.
Who would win in a fight, all of you or a gorilla?
Gorilla. I would like to say us, but no.
No.
Maybe not.
What is your favorite deli meat?
Ooh, salami.
Yes.
Salami.
Which one of you is most likely to start a cult, and then which is most likely to join a cult?
I think I would have the most fun starting a cult. I don't think I would join one, but I think I could do it.
Which one of us would join a cult?
I'd feel like that's an insult.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's probably me.
You're very trusting of me.
Yeah. It's
If your band was a sandwich, what would be on it?
Ooh.
a bandwich.
That's it. What would be on it? I wanted probably salami. I feel like we all like
We all
salami.
eat it.
I feel like it would be I probably like definitely like a sourdough bread. I think it would have like maybe like a nice cheddar or something, some like salami and like maybe a bit of lettuce, something that's like salty and oily, but also like a little healthy and good for you, and like fast casual but artistic.
I like that.
Nice.
Very good,
Pick a
very
color
good.
to represent your music.
Lady in red.
Hey, look at
If
that.
socks had emotions, what would yours feel right now?
Pain, pain, disgust, horror.
Ethan's socks have a lot of holes. in
You
them.
don't want to know what Ethan's.
I
feeling.
walk like 13 miles a day. They're fucked up.
Ethan.
What vegetable would you ban from Earth permanently?
I like a lot of vegetables. I don't know which okra, because my dad doesn't like it.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah. You gotta say
Shout out,
loyal to the
Steven.
family, you know?
You wake up as a raccoon. What's your first
15
move?
seconds.
My first move is to scream uncontrollably.
10.
Would you rather sweat mayonnaise or cry motor oil?
Cry motor oil.
5.
That'd be hard as hell.
Which one of you would survive longest in zombie apocalypse?
3.
I'm gonna say
2.
Ethan.
1. Ethan, you
Agreed.
win
The
the
winner.
apocalypse. Yay!
Why is that?
Great job, guys.
I'm not that resourceful. I feel like I'm like I can withstand physical pain, but I'm not resourceful. Like I wouldn't be able to like
No.
tie
We're
a
gonna need
tourniquet
a-
or shit
Let
like
me-
that.
Well, I can.
I love
You gotta
Ethan,
walk.
but he has no sense of like, if I point somewhere, he'll be like, where?
I'm like tough. I'm like geometrically
Challenged.
No spatial
dyslexic.
awareness.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Poor spatial awareness.
I understand it, and it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
This is a
We accept
safe
you.
space
This is a
Yeah.
safe space.
for you.
Thank
So
you.
you know.
It's also a safe space to plug your stuff. Anything coming up?
Okay, so a couple things. Well, number one, we're working on this is all kind of vague. Like, do I have dates for any of this? No, but working on music that is in the works. New music is in the works. Number one. Number two, we are planning on doing like kind of like a revitalization of marketing for The Hearth, our album, because when it first came out, I was kind of just like, you know, just knees deep in the diabetic stuff and all that stuff. So I didn't really have a lot of energy and time to put to that. And, you know, fuck the traditional like album cycle. It's like, yeah, it's old. You can't market it. Says who? I'm gonna market it.
Yes.
And to do that, we want to do an acoustic like quintet, where it's going to be all acoustic instruments, upright bass, and we're bringing back Matt Jekyll on the cello.
Oh, wow.
And we want to play the album from front to back,
Love that.
outside, sometime maybe in November. So we're planning that. It would be really fun.
Awesome.
Sounds great. That's so
Amazing.
awesome.
No dates, but, you know, big things coming soon.
Big things
Yeah.
coming soon.
Big watch this space energy.
Yeah, it's big. Watch the space energy.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love that. Well, definitely let us know when that is.
Yes.
I would love to be there.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much, Melissa, Ethan, Michael. You've been lovely. We have enjoyed hanging out with you.
Hey.
And we wish you good luck in all the things that you're about to do and put out. Thank you
you.
guys.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for having us.
Thanks
It's
so
a lot
much.
of
So
fun.
Thank you guys. That's a wrap.
Yeah. Yay.
We'll see you next time.